Greetings, everyone. Greetings. This is Derek with Overcomers Life Group. I just want to share a little testimony with you. It may be kind of long, so bear with me. And I'm trying not to put the people on blast, so you may have to piece things together. So anyhow, a situation I had over a month ago that dealt with a very, very important situation with me and my health. And I needed some documents signed by certain individuals. And with doing so, I came up against resistance with someone that I've been dealing with for a good amount of time. And it was very shocking to me because of the resistance that they all put up against me. I was shell-shocked by it because it was straight-laced. Everything made sense. It wasn't no lying. It was all truth. Everything was factual. You name it. But this particular individual put up a very hard resistance with cooperating to have all parties in agreement. So I had to go back and forth with emails and I guess you would say pleading my case per se, and showing proof why it's definitely necessary to have these documentations signed and given to these other individuals. But after, I guess it was about 4 attempts, the person still wouldn't comply what would be needed for necessary verbiage to have my situation approved. So I just kind of, after submitting the information that they did give, even though it wasn't what was truly requested to make it go through, and I wound up being denied. So after much prayer and thought and trying, I pretty much just laid it down, just thinking that, hey, maybe it's not meant to be, it's not going to work out or what have you, but I didn't give up fully. So anyway, by this time, the due date had arrived, and I was like, well, I guess that's it. So I put my mindset in another gear to be like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and just move on in this particular other direction and make the best of the situation. So just to show you how God works, I've always experienced, I won't say always, but I've experienced situations where God has came through maybe in the last hour or something, maybe due or what have you. But never have I experienced where He's came through after a actual deadline has been given. In this situation I was talking about just earlier, it was roughly about 8 days after the due date. And keep in mind, I've been denied of approval. I received a mysterious call from the organization saying that, hey, we're calling to let you know that you were and are approved. And the person that called, his voice sounded very familiar, and it sounded like someone I knew, and I thought someone was playing a prank on me, which I didn't find to be funny. So I told the individual, hey, I don't find this funny, stop playing, this is a serious situation with me. So the individual fired back, said, hey, I'm not playing with you, this is serious. And he read off the information of the documents and everything, and I was like, oh my, I had to apologize. But he did confirm, say, hey, you are approved and it's going to be instated such and such date until such and such date. So the reason I wanted to share this with you all is, again, me personally, I have never seen God approve something or work something out after a actual due date. So what did I learn in this? That our timing is not God's timing, which I already knew that, but in this situation. It definitely it was his timing. So, he basically proved to me that, hey, he's the author of time. He's in control of time. He's infinite. Time is nothing to him. He's eternity. Time is just something we walk in and deal with. But his clock is eternal. And to see him move and have this situation of mine approved 8 days after the actual due date, and I was told that, hey, you're not going to be approved, and the resistance I met, it was purely remarkable. And it just shows me that, hey, always trust God, even if it's past some type of man-made mandate time frame or whatever. God still will come through in the clutch in his perfect timing, not ours, not mine, or whomever, is his. So anybody else going through something similar, or if you do go through something like this in the future, know that God is truly, I can attest to this, he is truly in control of all. There's no limits on him. And a lot of times I are foolish enough to place limits on God, but he is control of all. He's eternal. So that's a lesson that I truly learned, and I'm ever so grateful to learn that lesson. Just shows how powerful he is. My goodness. So, once again, I thank you all for your time. And again, I must say my favorite scripture, trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Lean not into thy own understanding. And that applies to me. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. And yes, he did in my situation. All right, good day, peoples. Peace be with you. Take care. Bye-bye.